From the first flickering flames of human ingenuity to the towering skyscrapers of our modern age, history unfolds like a grand tapestry. It is a saga of civilizations rising and falling, of ideas igniting revolutions, and of discoveries that have reshaped our understanding of the very planet we call home. In this epic voyage through time, we will bear witness to the pivotal moments that have shaped the course of humanity. History is filled with moments that have forever changed the course of humanity. In this video, we'll journey through time to uncover the top 10 moments that shaped our world. Our journey begins in 18th century Britain, where the seeds of a profound transformation were sown. This was a time when the world was on the cusp of monumental change. Imagine a world governed by agriculture, where craftsmanship reigned supreme, and every item was meticulously made by hand. Life moved at the pace of a horse-drawn carriage, slow and steady, with communities closely knit and largely self-sufficient. It was amidst this backdrop that the Industrial Revolution ignited, forever altering human civilization. The quiet villages and serene landscapes began to transform. The invention of machinery like the spinning jenny and the steam engine marked the dawn of a new era. These innovations unleashed a wave of industrial might, mechanizing tasks that were once done by hand. Factories sprang up, and societies were propelled into a new era of mass production and efficiency. People flocked from rural communities to burgeoning urban centers, drawn by the promise of factory employment and a better life. The allure of steady wages and new opportunities was irresistible, leading to a massive migration. Cities swelled, becoming bustling hubs of industry and commerce, teeming with energy and innovation. But with rapid growth came challenges. Overcrowding, poverty, and social unrest became prevalent issues in these new urban landscapes. The Industrial Revolution laid the foundation for modern industrial societies, setting the stage for the world we know today. It transformed the way we live, work, and interact with the world, ushering in an age of unprecedented progress and complexity. From the rugged hills of Britain, where Roman legions once built their fortifications and roads, to the sun-drenched shores of North Africa, where bustling ports and vibrant markets thrived under Roman rule, the Roman Empire stood as a beacon of power and prosperity. Spanning 3 continents, it was a marvel of engineering, governance, and culture. Its legions marched across continents, enforcing the Pax Romana and securing the empire's vast borders. Its emperors ruled with an iron fist, often seen as both divine and absolute in their authority, and its citizens enjoyed a sophisticated legal system and flourishing culture. The arts, literature, and philosophy reached unprecedented heights. Yet, even the mightiest of empires are not immune to the relentless march of time. The grandeur of Rome began to fade. By the 5th century AD, the Roman Empire found itself besieged by internal strife and external pressures. Political instability and civil wars drained its resources. Waves of barbarian tribes tested the empire's defenses, pushing through the weakened frontiers and causing widespread chaos. Chipping away at its vast territories, these invasions led to the loss of crucial provinces and further destabilized the empire. Internal corruption, economic instability, and overexpansion further weakened the empire's foundations. The once thriving economy faltered under the weight of heavy taxation and mismanagement. The year 476 AD marks a pivotal moment as the last Roman emperor in the West, Romulus Augustulus, was deposed. This event symbolized the end of an era. With the collapse of centralized Roman authority, Europe fragmented into smaller kingdoms, each vying for power and territory. Marking the beginning of the Middle Ages, this period saw the rise of new powers and the transformation of the European landscape. The legacy of Rome, however, continued to influence the world for centuries to come. For centuries, the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean stood as a formidable barrier, separating Europe and the Americas. It was against this backdrop that Christopher Columbus set sail from Spain in 1492. Columbus, driven by a desire to find a westward sea route to the riches of the East Indies, embarked on a perilous voyage. After weeks at sea, land was sighted, not the spice markets of Asia, but a new world. Columbus's arrival on the shores of the Bahamas marked a pivotal moment in human history. While Columbus mistakenly believed he had reached the East Indies, his voyages opened up the Americas to European exploration. As the 18th century drew to a close, France found itself on the brink of a revolution. Years of economic hardship, social inequality, and political oppression had sown the seeds of discontent. Inspired by the ideals of the Enlightenment, the French people rose up in defiance of their oppressors. The storming of the Bastille prison on July 14, 1789, marked the beginning of a tumultuous period of revolution. The French Revolution witnessed the abolition of feudalism and the rise of republicanism. However, the revolution was also marked by periods of terror and bloodshed. Imagine a world where knowledge was a scarce and precious commodity, accessible only to the elite few. In this world, a revolutionary invention emerged: the printing press. The invention of the printing press is credited to Johannes Gutenberg in the mid-15th century. Gutenberg's system of movable type enabled the mass production of books at an unprecedented scale. The printing press democratized access to information, fueling the Renaissance. It also played a pivotal role in the Protestant Reformation. The year is 1939. Across Europe, the drums of war beat with growing intensity. The fragile peace that followed the First World War lay shattered, broken by the rise of totalitarian regimes. World War II was a conflict unlike any other, a clash of ideologies and a battle for global dominance. The war witnessed technological advancements that would forever alter the face of warfare. World War II reshaped the geopolitical landscape, leading to the decline of European empires. For millennia, humans had gazed up at the moon, a source of wonder and inspiration. In the 20th century, what was once a distant dream transformed into a tangible goal. On July 20, 1969, the world watched as American astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the lunar surface. The Apollo 11 mission was the culmination of years of tireless effort and scientific ingenuity. The moon landing ignited the imaginations of people around the world, inspiring a generation of scientists and dreamers. For nearly 3 decades, a concrete barrier sliced through the heart of Berlin. The Berlin Wall, erected in 1961, stood as a physical manifestation of the Iron Curtain. The wall became a potent symbol of oppression and division. In 1989, as the winds of change swept across Eastern Europe, the Berlin Wall began to crumble. On November 9, 1989, East German authorities announced the opening of the Berlin Wall. Overjoyed crowds surged towards the border crossings, dismantling the wall and celebrating the reunification of families. Imagine a world where information flowed like water, instantly accessible from any corner of the globe. A world where the barriers of distance and time are shattered, and knowledge is at your fingertips no matter where you are. This is the world that emerged in the late 20th century with the advent of the internet. It was a technological revolution that changed the way we live, work, and interact with each other. The internet has its roots in the Cold War, born out of a desire to create a decentralized communication network. This network, known as ARPANET, was the precursor to the modern internet, laying the groundwork for a new era of connectivity. With the invention of the World Wide Web in the early 1990s by Tim Berners-Lee, the internet transformed into a global phenomenon. The World Wide Web made it possible for people to create and share information on an unprecedented scale. The internet revolutionized communication, making it faster and easier to connect with people across the globe. Email, instant messaging, and video calls became everyday tools, shrinking the world and bringing people closer together. Beyond communication, the internet has had a profound impact on commerce, entertainment, and education. Online shopping, streaming services, and e-learning platforms have transformed how we buy, watch, and learn. The internet has democratized access to information, empowered individuals, and fostered a global exchange of ideas. Search engines, online forums, and digital libraries have made it easier than ever to find and share knowledge, breaking down barriers and connecting minds across the world. As the year 2019 drew to a close, a new and invisible threat emerged, a virus that would soon sweep across the globe. The COVID-19 pandemic, caused by the novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2, spread with alarming speed. The pandemic brought life as we knew it to a grinding halt. Schools and businesses closed their doors, travel restrictions were imposed, and social gatherings were limited. Healthcare systems around the world faced unprecedented challenges, overwhelmed by the surge of patients. The pandemic exposed disparities in healthcare access and highlighted the importance of public health infrastructure. As we reflect upon these pivotal moments, we are reminded that history is not merely a collection of dates and events, but a living, breathing tapestry. It is a story of progress and setbacks, of triumphs and tragedies, of innovation and adaptation. Each moment has left an indelible mark on the world we know today, shaping our present and influencing our future. From revolutions that toppled empires to discoveries that expanded our horizons, these moments have collectively shaped the world we live in today. They serve as reminders of the enduring power of the human spirit.